Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome everybody to Euro Truck Simulator 2. As you can see in the background, we got our Kentworth, beautiful Kentworth. And right now we're gonna be taking, once again it's gonna be beer. It's gonna be beer. And where were we going? That's a very good question. Where are we going? Let's look at the world map here. So we are here, and we're gonna be traveling down further into Poland, and we're gonna be stopping about here, so just short of this little city. So that's where we'll be going. So not too bad. It's gonna be a little bit kind of maybe a short little trip. It'll be about 4 hours, give or take. That's 5 hours. That's 4. So it's gonna be about 4 hours. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So like I said, we'll be hauling beer. So not too big of a deal. What I'm gonna do is actually raise that up. Don't see the point in it. Alright. Let's start our truck up. Once again, I'm doing my pre-trip with my brakes. And since we're there, so now we're gonna do our lights, regular lights, headlights, high beams, 4 ways, left, right. Can't really see the back, so we're not gonna. But what we can do is also do here underneath the trailer, because that is also part of your pre-trip. So brakes, left, right, 4 ways, so you're good there. Alright, as you can see, it's also raining just a little bit, so not too bad. But we will be on our way. I actually was, like I said in my last video, I was gonna report this to them, and about these lights, being being like that. But what I found out is they said it could be the mods that are causing this. That's what they said. So they said, one, before I start to so to speak, report it as a bug, they it just stopped raining. No, it didn't. Okay. They say to start a profile with no mods, activated, and see if I'm having the same problem. So that's what I'm gonna do after this video. And it looks like it stopped raining, so I'm gonna shut off my my wipers. So that's what they say to do before I report before I report this. I'm going for it. So that's what they said. So that is what I'm gonna do. So after this video, I'm gonna go start a new profile, and then what do you call it? And see if I'm getting the same issues. You know, they say if I am, then I can report it. So that's what they said. So that is what I'm gonna do. But I really don't think so, just due to the fact that you know, it's not just on my, you know, on my truck. You know, it's all the vehicles. But we'll see. You know, I knew that mods could do some pretty messed up things, but I never knew that they could possibly cause something like this. But you know, this is what happens, you know, when you have mods. So they say if it's a mod, go through all your mods and figure out which one it is, and then you pretty much have three options. Two of them tie into one, and that is what you can do is deactivate it and not use that mod again, or then what you can do is you know, fill out the form, tell SES about it, but also because it's also a third party, so they say most likely SES ain't gonna do much. They're pretty much gonna tell you go find the author that created the mod, and then tell them, and see if they are willing to fix the mod, or you know, do whatever they need to do so it won't do that. They said now some authors are willing to do it, some authors don't. So you know, that's what they said. But it also, because it could be, you know, it could be a conflict of interest, because we never had an issue like this before. So it could be a conflict of issue because we are at a beta stage. So it could be something just not with it. But you know, who knows? We'll see. So that's what they said. And then they said then the author will either fix it or send you a message back saying, you know, hey, I'm not gonna, you know, fix these anymore, or fix it. It is what it is. You either deal with it, or you either deal with it, or what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know why I'm in this lane. I shouldn't be at all. You know, you either deal with it or you deactivate it. That's pretty. Oh, I'm supposed to be in this lane though. Oh my god, I hate that. So that's what they said. So I'm definitely gonna try that. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do two different things. I'm gonna first try it like this in the beta, and then start a new profile and see if it happens. If it happens, then most likely it's gonna be because of it's something, a bug in the beta. Now, if it doesn't happen, then it could be a mod. But before I go through all that of finding a mod that's causing it, I'm gonna opt out of the beta stage portion. Go back to normal, update it, and then get a load and then see how it works. Now, if I'm getting the same thing like I'm getting now with the lights, then it's definitely is a mod that's causing this. But if it isn't, then it's a mod conflicting with the beta that I'm in. So then I either have a choice, and I can either just live with it and see if maybe it'll get fixed when it gets released, or or find the mod and deactivate it. So what can you say? That's this is what happens when you do mods, when you do modding. It's just what happens. So like I said, you either gotta live with it, or if you don't. And if you don't want to, then you either stop playing the game, or you find the mod and deactivate it. Or if it is because of the beta, then you just don't do betas anymore. But we'll see. Well, that's something for me to look at and check out. When we get there after this run. But yeah, I hope everybody's Thursday is doing good. Mine is pretty good. We're getting down to crunch time for two things. First thing is our inspection at work. It's almost the end of August. Next week we'll start September. So that's coming up, and then also my my wedding and my funeral in October. Pretty much gonna be the first weekend of October. I'll be gone for my honeymoon is for a week, but I'm taking vacation for 2. My last day at work is gonna be October 3rd, which is kind of gonna be almost like a full day because why is everybody slowing down? That was kind of crazy. Oh, and I gotta make a right up here. So my last day is gonna be that Saturday. I work 7 to 12, unless they change it. I do like it because my schedule is pretty much set. So so I pretty much know what I'll be working, but it can always change. They go 3 weeks in advance, so I know my schedule 3 weeks in advance, but it might change, so I might have a full day, so that's pretty much a full day for me. Sunday I'll be off, Monday I'll be off, Tuesday, Wednesday I'll be off, Thursday I'll be off. That's practice for me. That's about 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to see if I can do a couple of videos that day. And then Friday's the wedding. So I can tell you now that Friday, which is October 9th, I won't be able to do no videos. Because I'm gonna be tired. I'm pretty much gonna be up about 8 o'clock. And then probably won't get home until about 1 o'clock. Well, no, actually, I'm staying at a hotel that night. So I won't be back home late, very late, early evening, late evening Saturday. Sunday we gotta get the house together, make sure everything's locked up, eat any leftovers, all that. And then return my tux on that day also, and then and then Sunday, look at everything, and then Monday we're going to Florida for a week. So we'll be leaving that Monday 7:30 in the morning. We won't be back until that Monday probably about 10:30 in the morning. So and then I don't go back until the 22nd of October. So pretty much after the practice, October 8th, I won't be able to do any videos. I might be able to sneak one in Saturday, but it really depends on how tired I am and how much stuff still needs to be done. But no guarantees. Really no guarantees at all. So yeah, so that's what's going on. So after that day, there won't be no videos. But I definitely will have a lot of pictures and a lot of videos of my trip in Florida. So when I do my next videos of whatever I'm gonna do when I come back, I'll put some in there, put some videos in there, and so you guys can see what I did on my honeymoon. But yeah, so it's like I said, it's coming to crunch time. Times are ticking away. We do have a light, and I'm gonna bypass it. You have no idea how hard that was to steer with the engine shut off. You have no idea. It is basically like you shutting off your real car in life and trying to steer it. It's like you have no power steering. It's also, I know that's just not maybe how the game is, but because I'm driving, with the steering wheel, it's like that. It's tough. But see, that's what I don't like. I wish they'd give you like a warning, like, hey, there's, construction ahead. Even if you're doing 43 miles an hour, even if I wasn't speeding, there would have been no way for you to stop in time. So I wish they would have gave you like a sign, or something to tell you, hey, construction, there is, a traffic light up ahead. But, whatever. Luckily, there was no oncoming traffic, because if there was, that would have been huge of a mistake. Actually, I am very happy. Me and my wife finally got our table and our chairs for our balcony. So I'm really, really happy about that. They look awesome. So our balcony is starting to look like a balcony. So I'm really happy about that. Let's see. That's I also got a barbecue set of utensils and all that. Flippers and skewers and a lot of other things. Actually, what I did not know that actually came with it was a little light that it's magnetic, so it attaches to the top or whatever. So if you're cooking at dark and you can't see, just turn on that light and bing, 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 boom, you got light. So yeah, that's what's going on. But yeah, so really, really can't complain. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little tired. I don't know why I'm tired, but I am. We actually are expected to be at our delivery at 6:13 in the morning. So we have about an hour or so, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Here comes the truck. I'm in a car. Don't want to blind him. Can't blind the little truck. So you don't crash, and then we get blamed for injuries. 'Cause that would not be good. Be in jail for causing someone's death because we blinded them with our bright lights. That would not be good. That would be actually kind of interesting though if you actually could spend a couple of days in jail because of accident that you caused and you killed them. Or if you caused a serious injury, they take out monthly payment till you pay them off. That would actually be realistic. I can tell you now, it would definitely make me drive a lot slower. I surely would not be speeding because I surely don't want that to be taken out of my head. Which reminds me, I better double look at my cargo, make sure that it is not damaged, because that is one thing I find with Euro Truck Simulator is they tend to like to automatically give you damage on your load, even though you do not hit anything, which just makes no sense to me. But hey, what can you do? Here comes another car down the street. Hello. But yeah, so school is starting for all the kids out there. That's gonna be a lot easier for me. I don't have to worry about them being in my store and messing up the bathrooms and causing a ruckus. Those are hooligans, as I call them. My wife says that I am an... Oops, I even forgot to turn on my brights. Sorry. My wife calls me an old man because I call them hooligans. Which I do not understand why I'm an old man, but okay.
Old ass man.
I am not an old man. I'm not an old ass man. No, I'm not. Just because I can say hooligans does not mean I'm an old ass man. Which, I mean, if you really think about it, that's a pretty nice word. I could say some other words. But I mean, they just cause. They don't like steal or anything. They cause a mess, and they think that they think this world is their own personal garbage can. So they'll leave a mess. They'll leave gum wrappers, beads. I actually had to pick up pretty much like jerry beads a couple of weeks ago. They'll do that. They'll do like the nails on the couches and the chairs and make. I actually saw one spilled her nail polish, and her friend's like, "Ooh, you spilled. You gotta go clean that up." She goes, "No, I don't." She's like, the people working here will. And I'm like, if I could have said something, I would have. I'll be like, really? Really? If I could have handed her a toothbrush and some bar of soap, I would have. And told her to clean it up. I mean, I know, yes, guys, calm down. Yes, it is my job to clean up after people. But that's a fine line of you accidentally dropping a tissue than spilling nail polish. Number one, this is not your house, and second of all, there's a park across the street. You can't go to a park. But what can I say? What can I say? There's nothing I can say. That's the problem. If I want to keep my job, there's nothing I can say. So we are actually getting pretty close to our destination. We are 8 miles away, 12 more minutes now. Like I said, it's going to be to our left. Left. As we're cruising down the street. with my talking horse. I love that commercial with the talking horse. I do not know why, but I love it with the talking horse, with the camel on my back. Yeah. Let's see if we can do this a little smooth without crashing into people, or people crashing into us. I guess I could go into fifth. I guess I could go into sixth too. I'm not gonna go too high up in the high ranges, because there's no point for us to have to downshift. What I do wish that they would add, though, would be to add the possibility of flipping on the fly, pretty much. The option to split. I mean, even though you pretty much could do it on yourself, if you really think about it. But let's put on our 4-ways, and let's see if we can get this 22 tons of bale where it needs to go. 22 cans, 22 tons. This actually kind of reminds me of Smokey and the Bandit, where they are bootlegging beer east of Texas. And if you guys don't know, back then it was illegal to carry beer east of Texas. And if you got caught, you got fined, and you would have a nice little check with the popos. But at the same time, people were, they weren't making a lot. Truckers still aren't making a lot. So there would be people out there that would give them, $5,000, $10,000, just to do that, for that risk. And a lot of truckers, they took it, because it's like, that's pretty much a month or a week worth of, loads for me. And some of them got away with it, some of them didn't, and that's just how it works. And that's what all of Smokey and the Bandit is about. Just pretty much the bandit, which is the pretty much the blocker, that will take the cops away from the truck, so the truck won't get seized and taken away. And we got an excellent. And also back then, a lot of cops, they would have been a hero if they caught a bandit like that. So a lot of cops actually would want to go after them to be an all-time hero. But until then, guys, I will let you know in a future video on how this is going on with this with these lights. So please like and subscribe, and until